Hey, real quick, did you know that 98.1% of I legit don't know how to start this video, but hey, I'm back to complain about games I like again. Had to take a little hiatus from life slam dunking on me. But do you know what else slams? Luigi and Luigi's Mansion 3! So in the time of a crying baby being created, I made a video about Luigi's Mansion 3 before it was released, talking about how Next Level Games is missing the point about what fans liked over the original versus Dark Moon. More people disliked that video than there are types of seizures, so let me say in the beginning of this video that I really liked Luigi's Mansion 3, and Next Level Games provided both presentation and content, but I left the game wanting more sauce on my pasta. Get it? Because they're Italian? The main things I said in that video that define Luigi's Mansion for me is its interconnectivity, with the player becoming familiar with the mansion and uncovering secrets that you passed early game as you go along, and its level design, with its balance between combat, puzzles, and collectibles. For Luigi's Mansion 3, the interconnectivity in the beginning of the game is even better than the original, so my hopes were so high, only to be met with later floors that are a glorified hallway with a boss at the end, if you ignore collectibles, but we'll get to that later. And the returning area mechanic in this game being a stupid time padding cat. Can we why is everything in this game for? LM3 probably has the best puzzles in the series, but a serious problem is the gameplay balance between level progression, combat, and its collectibles. The combat and the puzzles are balanced so beautifully at points in this game, like the weight room where you have to wait for the plate toss, and the boss against the boss lady, main antagonist of this game, who is the best boss and sequence in this game. When I got to it, I literally yelled, "Finally!" Because the strategy management between Luigi and his gelatin doppelganger was so beautiful, between figuring out how to beat her, avoiding obstacles for your opportunity to attack, and it wasn't a lot of waiting like in earlier Luigi sections of the game. With these two examples, Next Level Game proves that they can do everything that I addressed in my last video, and would have made this game from good to incredible if there was just more of these scenarios in late game, once the player had been through the learning curve of using all these mechanics. As the boss with the perfume hoarder shows that the player is assumed to have mastered everything by this point. With these well-designed small single-player focused areas, I was really disappointed that the first DLC pack announced was a multiplayer focused pack. Like, does anyone think about the main pull of the Luigi's Mansion series being its multiplayer? I'll hold my goo in though for this one, as it says that it's only pack 1, and I'm hoping that the next DLC pack is single player focused only. You're not safe, Luigi, you pompadour having ass. So there's the clickbait. There's a few scenarios in this game that is absolutely everything I wanted to see from Next Level Games with this installment. There just needed to be more of those, and this game could have been perfect. There are clear differences in this game between invisible walls of progression with combat versus it actually being entwined with the area and the level design, and some floors getting way better treatment than others. Well, on to the review. Luigi's Mansion is a beloved series for putting
I'm so quirky
in the spotlight as he goes off to save his traumatized brother.
Oh no!
This installment sees a return to the form, with the barely literate Luigi bringing the gang to a hotel where Mario gets captured again, but this time the stakes are much higher, as not only Mario is captured, but Toads as well. Luigi luckily isn't alone this time, as Polterpup makes a return EGAD and some Toads to be abused by Luigi and then used for free labor by EGAD. Oh, well, that's not the only terrible thing EGAD does this time around, as he straight up takes all your money without even hiding at this point. And honestly, him just showing up prepared to take your bottom line makes me think that this really is the most elaborate and brilliant heist ever done. These ghosts just keep popping up in real estate with massive amount of wealth and antiques lying around. I mean, the ghosts were even shown to be EGAD's assistant in Dark Moon. He just casually shows up and asks you to get your gene-spliced gelatinous counterpart from the trunk of his car. I wonder what else this guy's hiding there. Luigi's Mansion could be best described as an action puzzle series and was developed by Nintendo, with Next Level Games taking the series for its second and third installments. The relatively young Canadian studio is known for their arcade-focused titles, so a puzzle exploration series was an interesting genre for them to embark in. But they've proved with Dark Moon and Luigi's Mansion 3 that they can do puzzles well and make the series feel more arcade-like with the changes in gameplay and theme. Some people use this more arcade-like approach as a criticism against Next Level Games' take on the series, but I think that the arcade style fits the aesthetic well. When you think of Luigi, you think about him being a wacky character, really being pushed since the days of Brawl. But Next Level Games knows how to make eerie segments as well, while heightening the characteristic charm shown by the characters from the original game. The presentation is above and beyond here, with its interior design looking like something from a Tim Burton film, providing a wacky vibe, but also some unease with its asymmetry. The animations are amazing, with jiggle physics that hentai artists wish they could achieve. Sound design is top tier as well, with song cues reflecting the theme of the floor. For example, a lonely trumpet being played to indicate a noir crime investigation theme, only for the real mystery being why Paul Blart won't just go off in peace. Characters feel alive with their animations. The portrait ghosts always have something more than just what they are, and there's usually stuff in the background that you can find about the characters. For example, all the fake afros that the disco DJ has, and they said disco never dies. There are some truly stunning areas in this game, and hardly any technical hiccups aside from the odd physics glitch here and there, but no chugging like seen in other Switch titles of similar caliber of presentation. There are parts in this game that put a big smile on my face, like again the disco scene with the scared dancing Luigi. The presentation is what makes the game. Unlike Super Mario Party that has terrific presentation, but okay.
Why do you quit working on me?
Random side thought, but with Next Level Games proving that they can do arcade games so well, and proving that they can achieve a Nintendo level of polish, let Next Level Games do the next Mario Party. If their Luigi's Mansion 3 DLC is multiplayer minigame focused, then I honestly feel like they can take on the Mario Party franchise and give it a much needed boost of respect and love it deserves. On to the gameplay.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam.
Next Level Games built upon their work in Dark Moon, adding a plunger grab mechanic, a jump burst option, and Luigi. And they use all these mechanics brilliantly for the puzzles, allowing all areas of a single room to be explored. I mean, you walk in this bathroom and it's like, well, I gotta pull these. Oh, I gotta go in there. Oh, you can go in here. Combat is fun, but it usually boils down to dropping your enemy's defenses via burst, plunger, and then the flashlight. All these mechanics are on a cooldown, making it more satisfying landing your window of opportunity. I would have liked to see more enemy variety than just Blockhead and Blue Boy, but it's fine when the enemies are in puzzle situations or the player is in a compromising situation. And I don't mean getting spanked by whips, god damn. And you can't mention the enemies without the oddly gross, glossy, actual disgusting spiders. Hey little buddy, how are you? Is it hissing at me? It's seen the light. Almost anything in the world can be interacted with to lead to a goodie, and I always sweep the rooms in Luigi's Mansion games, with collecting coins and destroying the environment being as satisfying as ever. Seriously, collecting stuff in these games is such a treat. Oh. Now with that being said, on to the collectibles. You see, in Luigi's Mansion 3, centerpiece puzzles of most rooms can be avoided since it's just for a gem. At least in Mario Odyssey, this would lead to a and make you feel more rewarded because it's a progression item. With gems, the satisfaction comes from the sense of completion and the joy of actually solving the puzzle. Of course, not all gems are made equal, with some gems being really cool and a whole side area, and others just kind of being there. And spoiler alert, the completion bonus for the gems is not really worth it if you don't care for the gameplay. Pointless collectibles in games are fine, especially when they blur the line between rewarding exploration and Easter eggs. This is where I don't want to sound too needy. I wish that some of the focus and amazing puzzle solving of the gems would be put into the necessary main progression of the game. It's great to have every single room reward exploration, but if you're not the type that cleans a room in a video game, you will see drastically less playtime. I'm talking more than half of the experience from just not going out of your way to look for secrets. It's like the duality of this game. One second I'm praising it for having incredibly well-designed, packed areas filled with content, and then the next, I'm criticizing it for its padding, with the cat or randomly going back to get a super suck that you only use once or twice, but the second time is optional. If some areas feel rushed and there's clear padding, then why the hell was the DLC wind up multiplayer? Okay, now I'm just complaining. Am I being too needy here? What do you guys think? Did you go out of your way to collect gems and find enjoyment from that? Was this your first Luigi's Mansion game, and how did you feel about it? And join the fight to let Next Level Games work on the next Mario Party game. Seriously, please subscribe and like. Bye.
Bye, everybody.